Hey guys, how are we doing? Oh, I need a cough sweet. Back on another video from Lux Taku. Biggest flexes in anime, number 10. 10 episodes of this biggest flexes in anime. Such an amazing, hilarious series. I love it. You love it. We all love it. High energy here, folks. Let's do this. Biggest flexes in anime, number 10.
What up, Flex Nation, and welcome to another Biggest Flexes in Anime. Okay, I'm not going to stick with the Flex Nation thing. It's not going to become a thing. I'm just personally excited that we got to episode 10 of the Biggest Flexes in Anime. I have gotten fantastic feedback over this run. It's been an amazing time, so welcome to the final episode of the Biggest Flexes in Anime.
The last one?
That is the final episode of the first 10 trial runs of the Biggest Flexes in Anime. The series is here to stay, fam. I hope you're hyped for number 10. On the last one, I asked for 80,000 likes, and well, you came close at the time of recording this video, but you did not reach it. I don't know if you still will, so I'm going to make that like goal 80,000 once again. If you hit 80,000, the next one will be out within a week. If you don't hit 80,000, well, you never know. I'm a guy that likes to move on from things fast. If it doesn't hold my attention, I'm done with it. You know, I don't do honest descriptions so much anymore. Well, honestly, I was kind of getting bored. I felt like they were becoming a little formulaic.
Yeah.
So I slowed them down. Now I only upload them in rarer intervals, unlike the Biggest Flexes in Anime, which low-key blows everything else I've worked on out of the water. I love making these videos.
Good.
And I wanted to make
a
special thanks because, damn, episode 10 in a series. It's come out once a week for 10 weeks straight. Low-key, massive flex on every other YouTuber that can't keep their schedule. Because I, Lord Nuxanor, actually managed to accomplish the impossible to do so with my extremely short attention span. So now, with the thanks out of the way, with the like goal thingo out of the way, with the everyone please subscribe to my channel thing out of the way, which I just said to get it out of the way, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Biggest Flexes in Anime 10. I wanted to push off as long as I can to talk about a certain someone, mostly because I wanted to use him at a very special time.
Okay.
Maybe you don't feel this way, but I do. Biggest Flexes in Anime 10 is the perfect time to bring out the big guns and talk about Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Is this the
what this guy is about?
okay moment? It is, isn't it? It's the okay moment.
This is a huge flex. He's up against galaxy-destroying, warmongering alien space Nazis.
Yes.
He's destroying them in one punch without even trying. I'm sorry, this guy's existence is one of the biggest flexes in anime. The fact that every series has to always dance around power scaling, trying to find the exact perfect ways in order for the hero to win the fight and also struggle while fighting and powering up throughout the series. And then Saitama just comes along and flexes on the entire shonen formula with a guy so strong he's upset because he doesn't need to work hard. It is a meta-level flexing that flexes on the entire anime medium. Now, within the series, let's not make believe he doesn't flex at all either. For the most part, when he fights someone and he punches them in one punch and it's really weak and he kills them, it's not a flex. You know, he has to kill them somehow and he's fighting them with as little power as possible and they just keep dying. Poor Saitama. But let's not make believe he doesn't flex at all either. When Sonic is slashing at him with his sword, it was, too much effort for Saitama to pick up his hand to block it. No, he had to chomp down with his teeth on Sonic's sword and shatter it completely. Saitama versus Carnage Kabuto, he only has to start trying and saying, I'm annoyed now, not because you're at all
but because I missed the sale at the shop.
Because there's a sale in the supermarket, and I'm afraid I'll miss it, so goodbye. And he annihilates his face. So on and so forth in the entire story. Saitama's character is not that of a flexer at all. In fact, when he defeats Lord Boros at the end of Season 1, he says, wow, you were actually a tough opponent. And then Boros is like, I'm calling bullshit, strong opponent, my left butt cheek. You weren't even trying.
You weren't even trying,
Like, yeah, you're right. I was just like kind of trying to make you feel better. That is the opposite of flexing. Saitama does not flex, which makes his accidental flexing all the more flexible. Yes, flexible now refers to flexing,
bit, just like,
all to being stretchy, okay? My all-time favorite flex of Saitama, though, is in the One Punch Man manga. And I don't want to spoil how this fight's gonna go, but he's up against Monster King Orochi. You know, the guy that was hyped for the entire Monster Association arc. And in order to get this across to you, I think the only thing I can actually do is to read to you this very slight conversation before the battle even began. So Lord Orochi attack Saitama, and Lord Orochi is like freaking huge, and so far he
Wow,
hasn't
okay.
made it to work against
I'm not going to spoil the manga, but
ever. So
we're
Lord
going to get into spoiler
Orochi says,
territory.
wow, I'm actually very excited. So for the first time, he actually transforms into his strongest form and says, well, I haven't been excited in a long time.
Whoa.
Looks like this will be the final showdown between the strongest. And then he goes on one of those, you know, evil villain rant things
Yes.
that every villain does in every single situation. Like, it could be the most important, time-sensitive fight of all time, and the villain will transcend time with his evil monologue. So Lord
Yes.
Orochi says to Saitama, you, sir, have truly piqued my interest.
I bet he doesn't say it like that, though.
Strength of living organisms. How effective will
Who's
that
that?
be against me? I'm somewhat looking forward to it. Will you be able to awaken those faint emotions and my sense of self that has been slipping away? I, the ultimate life form, the greatest natural enemy mankind has ever faced, Monster King Overlord. And then Saitama, with his extreme brilliance and flexnacious abilities, says, nope, enough is enough. Yes, he was able to stop the time-transcending evil monologue of the main bad guy. And he says, on the contrary, I have no interest in you whatsoever. What are you getting all excited about yourself for? I'm sorry, but I'm tired of hearing these self-introductions.
That's amazing.
This, the ancient weapon of that, the evolution of something, sealed, whatnot, whole universe, whatever, so on and so forth. I fought a ton of dudes like you. What's the difference? All this stuff about ultimate
That's amazing.
You'll end up getting one punched anyway. Let's go. But like I said, I'm not expecting anything. This is Saitama's
That's
counter
class.
evil monologue.
Absolutely class.
Before the fight even begins. Now, I don't know if it's a spoiler. You can't exactly spoil One Punch Man fights. The fight's fantastic. The art style is god tier, next level. You don't see this shiz anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for in some Berserk chapters. Everyone knew this clash was coming. And well, let's just say, yeah, in Saitama's eyes, the great and powerful Monster King Orochi. I'm sorry for the slight spoiler. You can skip a little bit. He was no more of a threat than any other opponent. He beat him with a normal punch. Later, when Garo challenges Saitama says, wow, you're actually pretty strong. In fact, you're probably the strongest opponent I ever fought. Those serious punches that I've done against Lord Boros and Elder Centipede, I just did that because if I would have done a normal punch, it would have made Lord Boros feel bad. And if I would have used a normal punch against Elder Centipede, that would have been betraying my friendship with King, since King said, please get serious for me. So, like, those had to be serious punches-ish, but it's not like I needed to do that or anything, Baka. This man is the ultimate flexer. I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want. Do whatever you can. Yes, I understand the terribly tragic psychological story. I did a 45-minute video on
I still need to check that out.
And I'm very proud of that video, by the way. But without a doubt, Saitama is the king of flexing. Escanor, step aside.
Oh, damn.
Bitch. You got nothing on this guy. As badass as Escanor's flexes are, at the end of the day, he's trying to flex. Saitama's flexes are way
unintentional,
harder without trying to flex. In fact, he uses his serious punches as a favor to his opponents so they don't feel bad to get flexed on by a normal punch. I'm sorry, this man takes the trophy, and I was really excited saving him up for a wonderful occasion like this. Biggest flexes in Anime 10. I will potentially include Saitama in a future video because there are many other flexes and I didn't want him to take up the entire video, because he easily could. Definitely subscribe for future flex videos. Smash like 80k and the next one comes out within a week.
Click the link in the description to go to the original video and leave a like.
From Vash the Stampede from Trigon.
Cool.
This guy flexes a hell of a lot. In fact, for the first 12 episodes of Trigon, he does nothing but flex. Now, very often, notorious criminals get nicknames. You know, the Human Disaster, the Outlaw, the Undertaker. I mean, you can come up with whatever the hell creepy-ass nickname you want, but none beats Vash, because while you can give a nickname to an outlaw or whatever, it's nothing like changing his classification from a human outlaw to the world's first ever human natural disaster. Yes, that is his actual title given to him in the anime by the people terrified of him, even though he's like a nice guy, but anyone that attacks him ends up completely demolished, never killed, because he's a big fan of love and peace. So through his love and peace, the guy ends up annihilating everyone else anyway. He's known as the best gunslinger in the world, and the first time he takes out his gun is like 7 episodes into the show. Until then, he wins all his fights by not even pulling out his gun, like dodging bullets, because he sees where the muzzle of the gun is pointing and he just moves out of the way. As simple as that, as he explains. This guy is a goofball. He walks around, no one expects anything, and all of a sudden he winds up taking down terrorist cells and like disgusting corporations. Now, the more things he ends up accomplishing, the higher the bounty on his head gets, and the more people want his head. So the entire first half of the anime is him flexing on everyone until the main villain organization is introduced. So, first half of Trigun, extremely lighthearted and a lot of fun. The second half of Trigun, a lot darker, but also
it
really
changes
fantastic.
tone slightly.
I like Trigun better than Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like they're a fair-ish comparison. And I like Trigun better. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I like Vash better than Spike. Second half
Whoa!
Psychological
Whoa!
First half, flexes galore! And my personal favorite flex from the entire first part of the anime is when he enters a gunslinger tournament. Now, in this gunslinger tournament that he begrudgingly enters, not that he wants to or anything, everyone pulls out a gun and tries to shoot each other, Old West style. You know, you got your turning around, you got your couple of steps, typical duel, everything's working out nicely. For some reason, no one can kill Vash. Vash isn't trying to kill anyone, because Vash doesn't kill people, but like, his opponents in the gunslinger tournament, they're like shooting at him, and the bullets are just like disappearing. The bullets aren't reaching him. He's not even dodging. So what's happening is this mad lad is flicking pebbles at the bullets faster than the human eye can follow to deflect the bullets in order for them to miss. But he does it so well, no one except for Wolfwood, another mad lad, actually notices. Wolfwood flexes too, being that he carries this big cross since he's a man of God, and then it turned out all along, yes, he is a man of God. However, this cross is also an artillery of 1.5 million guns, and when he runs out of those guns, he can just use the entire thing as a goddamn cannon that he's lugging around on his back.
It's incredible.
Trigun has some amazing flexes.
I haven't watched Trigun in years.
I recommend the anime if you haven't seen it, and also, in case everything I was telling you is not enough information for you, this is Vash's actual real name. Now,
Valentines Alcalinella Seahawks Shushira Boheretz.
Keeps going. It has its funny moments, like.
Vinci Baldos George Deutzel Kaiser III. Don't hesitate to call.
Another character.
What was that?
The series, yes, you can see where I'm going with this video.
Oh my god.
It is also a themed flex video. If you didn't guess by now what the flex video is, maybe after a few more epic flexes, you'll be able to figure it out. So let me know in the comments what you think. This time we're talking about Koro freaking
Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom.
Cool.
When someone tells me, describe the most anime-esque plot to you of all time, one of my go-tos is Assassination Classroom. Nothing sounds more
It is a good anime.
Goddamn brilliance. You have this school, right? And the E class is the worst class in the entire school. So, like, they're picked on by the rest of the school. Now, an octopus monster that blew up 70% of the moon and is threatening to destroy the Earth says that the only way to stop him is if he teaches this bad class of
and they kill him
for the year, and they all try to assassinate him as the year goes on. If they successfully assassinate him, well, he's dead. He can't blow up the planet. And if they fail, in a year's time, he will blow up. Zawado! You don't know it! The most anime-esque plot of all time. Believe it or not, in typical anime fashion, he's a goddamn amazing character. He
is class.
The students in the class to such insane degree. Every character becomes a fleshed out character as the series goes on, and there are some truly heart-wrenching moments.
There are, like, it is sad at times.
Is a classic. If you have yet to see Ass Class, I highly recommend you check it out. But now that you know what's going on, here's the flexes. Koro Sensei, the guy that blew up 70% of the moon, he also has like 14 bazillion powers. And in saying that, well, I'm gonna teach this class and they could try to assassinate me. That sounds like simple toddler crap. That's not what's going on here. Koro Sensei flexes on the students for like an entire year. He gives them all the necessary means to kill him.
Yeah, he's like, here's weapons, here's knives, here's everything that can actually kill me.
A giant tentacle monster that could fly 20 times the speed of sound, and in the first episode, while fighter jets are chasing him trying to kill him, he's giving the fighter jets a waxing and cleaning them faster than the speed of sound. Yes, he's cleaning the jets that are chasing him at Mach speed trying to kill him. That's a huge flex.
It's crazy.
Times the speed of sound. He's training the assassins that are training to kill him. Yes, if you are training someone to kill you, you are inherently flexing on
yes,
them,
you are.
And
I guess you are, yeah.
Entire series is. But then it turns out he has 4 billion other powers. The guy can shed his skin once a month. He can turn himself into an indestructible little ball thing. And even after they come up with the craziest strategy to actually kill him, nope, he's indestructible for 24 hours in this ball thing. The guy can regenerate. The guy can star in a hentai. I mean, he's got it all. So aside from the flexing that goes on throughout the series plot is him flexing on people. I don't know many flexes better than literally training people to kill you and saying you won't be able to. Koro Sensei, extremely cool. Next flex! And I am still within the theme of this flex video, the Zoldyck family from Hunter x
Ooh,
Hunter.
okay.
Now, the Zoldyck family are a group of assassins that flex on everyone for the entirety of the series
They do.
whenever they are around.
They are
Can I just say
so
that when they showed up in the
epic and
Chimera
cool.
Ant arc, it was one of the highlights. You got this crazy palace invasion going on, and everyone's
against
getting
the cheetah
bodied,
person.
and in flies Xeno Zoldyck, that old dude with a mustache that goes to his
He's
belly
not even
button,
gonna fight him, and he's like,
on a
ah,
freaking
okay.
dragon, firing down dragon.
But then doesn't he jump down and crush
State
him?
of Babylon shiz, just flying in there because why the heck not? Meanwhile, you have Morel, who's like one of the top hunters. He's like really good, really strong guy, and he's against Cheeto, that cheetah Chimera Ant thing, and like he knows that he doesn't really stand a chance against Cheeto, and he ends up managing to get away with mind games and whatever. And then Silva Zoldyck just freaking annihilates him in 1 second.
Doors.
Yes, the guy
Bam.
that was fighting Morel and was way stronger than Morel got completely bodied by Silva Zoldyck, almost off screen. Like Cheeto was standing there for 1 second, next second Zoldyck lands on him and turns him into a piece of mush. Now, why am I talking about this? These guys are assassins. Right?
They are.
Assassinations are illegal in most countries. I would argue, in fact, that it's not even a moral profession. When parents in schools are trying to teach their kids and give them a job, they're trying to explain to them why they should try to become doctors, lawyers, accountants, whatever the hell. Most people don't try to teach
Yeah, they don't
their
try and
children
get
to
to be an
become
assassin.
assassins. It's just not a thing. So, therefore, you would assume that, like, governments and stuff would not like the Zoldyck family. That is, if they can do something about it. So, the reason why they're flexing throughout the entire series is because you really have to remember who these guys are. Yes, assassins, you know, really stealthy guys that try to stay in the shadows and hidden, except everyone knows who they are, everyone knows where they live.
And
These
they
guys
just don't
attack
go
with,
after
like,
them.
poisons and discreet attacks. When Silva attacks, he makes a crater. When Xeno attacks, giant
Dragons.
are
Just
attacking a
lightning
palace.
from
These
the
guys
sky.
aren't
It's
behind the scenes, though, but they don't care. They're inadvertently flexing on the entire system. If the government knows where their house are, but still can't
Doesn't
do
go after them,
anything
yeah.
about it, that's a huge flex.
That is,
the
yeah.
fact that the mafia is so strong, but the whole mafia is taken down by Illumi alone, that's a huge flag. The fact that the Phantom Troop is strong to the point that the actual government starts hiring assassins
to take them down. That's actually quite, yeah.
versus Crollo in the York arc, and they just walk away because the pay wasn't high enough. They are such big flexers that they literally have
Oh my
a policy
God.
that they state in the York New Arc that they give other assassins a 30% discount on assassinations. The idea that these guys are so confident that other assassins are
Can't do
too
the job.
incompetent,
Yeah.
so they will stoop to the level of hiring them is a huge flex, and it's their policy that they hold throughout. The Zoldyck family and Hunter x Hunter are massive flexers
Yes, they
throughout
are.
the entire series, and their presence never goes unnoticed.
No, it doesn't.
For assassins is extremely cool. Next,
Hey!
Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. So I'm watching Hellsing Ultimate right now, not for reasons to make videos on it or anything, like legit not. It was just because I noticed I never watched Ultimate. I only watched OG Hellsing. Hellsing Ultimate's in an entirely different league.
Yes, it
It's probably
is.
my favorite anime of all time right now. And do take that with a grain of salt, because when I'm like favorite anime of all time, I'm like thinking top 50, somewhere in the top 50, not
a lot.
necessarily. But the point is, I've watched way too many anime, and I love Hellsing Ultimate. It's like legit top tier. Anywho,
Hellsing Ultimate
Alucard
Bridge
flexes
is
a
so
lot.
good.
I already knew. Alucard is ridiculously powerful.
Yes, he
He
is.
has a million different powers. He's been alive for millennia. I even knew what he could do at any given point in time from my experience with Hellsing Bridge. But Hellsing Ultimate really kicks
Hellsing
it
Bridge is so
entirely
good.
into a different gear. Because people actually try to fight Alucard. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
don't
do.
understand. Anyone
Like,
that
why?
tries to fight Alucard accidentally gets flexed on when they get completely annihilated. Stupid Whammon on the boat tries to fight Alucard, and she has this crazy gun that's like shooting down fighter jets, and Alucard kills her so hard she gets an orgasm while dying
Yes.
from his awesomeness.
Enjoy
Yes,
it.
that actually happens. You have Guy that's invading the Hellsing Manor to attack Alucard, and he's like, well, I've trained for a long time. In fact, I think I'm even stronger than you are. And he's like, you're stronger than I am? That's sick. And he annihilates him.
He's sick.
That's
That's cool. Let's
I
fight.
figured you can at least put up a fight against my weakest form. Ah. And then the guy, like the super cocky guy, he's like running away like a little bitch because Alucard completely annihilated. My personal opinion, biggest flex in Hellsing Ultimate. No, not when he was like flexing on God and whatever. That's not really what I'm going to be talking about here. There's a massive war between thousands of vampire Nazis against the Vatican's personal military
Yes.
of thousands of vampire hunters. Okay? England is in rubble. London is destroyed. It's completely taken over by these two diametrically opposed forces, both completely insane for different reasons, and both, extremely powerful and strong. So now you have someone like Anderson, who's standing at the forefront of the Vatican's military.
Anderson.
You have this one extremely powerful vampire dude that's standing at the forefront of the Nazi army, giving each other a stare down. Both are pretty much equally strong. And then, out of nowhere, Alucard shows up, and he single-handedly, yes, this guy is alone. He walks onto the battlefield to look at the other two generals, and he says, Sir Helsing, do you have an order for me? And she's like, yes, Alucard, kill them all. And all the viewers are like, kill them all. There's like billions of them. And when I say all the viewers, I mean the people watching the show, as well as everyone on the battlefield. And then it's not like, oh, it's this whole grueling match and Alucard ends up winning, wow! Which, by the way, would be a massive flex and an awesome feat. No, Alucard annihilates the tens of thousands of soldiers fighting there. He literally unleashes hell and single-handedly flexes on everyone. This is one of the most powerful scenes in all of anime. It was a huge flex. And
when it
in
comes
my
to
personal
Dracula,
opinion, maybe this is my more philosophical take on the series, Alucard flexes on every viewer because even though the Nazi dude, completely insane, Walter, who ran the Vatican's army, completely insane, and Alucard is completely insane, Alucard actually manages to get to a point where every viewer finds the sanity within madness. I relate to this very much because I think everyone's insane, and every opinion is wrong to some degree. So feel free to pick up my merch. Sanity is overrated. Sick line, completely made by me and it's original. Hell yeah. Doesn't describe the channel at all, but it's still cool. Link to the merch in the description. Please pick some up. It's super hot fire. Very awesome. Thank you, Alucard, for spreading the message. And thank you for flexing for your entire runtime in the series. Extraordinarily cool. Next. Now, I did mention a thing or two about flexing God before, and definitionally, I guess that would be considered a big flex. So, let's talk about Tanya the Evil. It's an isekai anime where there's this atheist dude who gets killed, and as he's dying, this ethereal voice comes to him and saying, oh, you didn't believe in God? Let me revive you in this alternate world as a lolly Nazi soldier. That's not exactly what happens, but, well, it might as well could be.
I need to watch this. This is on my list of things to watch. Movie recently come out.
The same story, regardless. So she's this completely ruthless fighter, even though she's like a little lolly, and she flexes on every single opponent she faces.
Oh, it's an isekai, so
even though she's like super young, she also happens to be super ruthless and takes pleasure in completely annihilating enemy forces. People already called her the devil and gave her nicknames in that regard. I mean, it's no human natural disaster, but for a lolly, it's pretty impressive. But the reason why I'm saying all of this is because despite the fact that, you know, in the regular world, he died and was revived into a new world as a lolly with this ethereal voice telling him, hello, I am God, do this. This ethereal voice comes down to lolly Tanya throughout the entire series, basically saying, oh, do you still not believe in God, even though, look at all of these miracles happening everywhere. Look at this ridiculous world and stuff. And then Tanya's like, sorry, and then continuously flexed on this voice saying, you are not God, I do not believe in you. Now, whether you are religious or whether you're not, I'm not attacking anyone here. I'm just stating the fact. So whether Tanya's interpretation of this ethereal voice is right or wrong, she is a massive mad lad for sticking to her guns.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool,
yeah. She flex on the enemies, but she flexes on this potential God talking to her, doing the impossible, but she still says, nah, there's a trick to this dab, or at least, well, metaphorical dabbing.
Metaphorical dab.
To wipe out further enemy platoon. As far as isekai goes, Tanya's a good one. I would vouch for it, but there is a better one that I'm about to be talking about, and it's also about a character that flexes on everyone for the entire series. Are you beginning to get the theme of biggest flexes in anime, Chan? Well, if not, I will explain it to you, but in the meantime, I may as well talk about the next flex, Ainz from Overlord. Lord Ainz
amazing.
Is trapped in a game world, like every other.
I want more Overlord, man.
Overpowered, like every other isekai protagonist ever. Probably wondering, what's the difference between generic brown-haired, douche-looking isekai protagonist that gets a harem with Ainz from Overlord, who is, well, Bone Daddy and gets a harem? The difference is very simple, my young friend, and it is the fact that Ainz actually thinks, and he still flexes, just like, you know, the other guys. He got isekai smartphone douchebag guy who's like, oh, well, did you put in my smartphone and fire lasers down at an entire army? Granted, it's a decent flex, but it's the mind that comes with it. So Ainz flexes on everyone in the series, but flexes for a reason. He is flexing to amass fear. He wants
everyone. Yes, he wants everyone to like
mostly so
be
he can take over the
ruled by
world
him.
Find a way to get back. Perhaps find other people that are humans that are trapped in the game. There could be many reasons, but there is a purpose to his flexing, and so he does it so well. Even though in his mind he's this regular gamer dude, he still goes out of his comfort zone to flex on everyone.
Yes, he does.
He's fighting against that sword woman in the first season. She's like, oh, I'm one of the 3 greatest swordsmen in the entire
And he's like,
world.
okay, I'll give you a hug.
Okay, she attacks him. He gives her a hug, and he doesn't use any spells. Why waste spells on Sword Woman. He crushes her
He
life
just
out
crushes her
by
to
just giving
death.
her a
It's
hug.
a- ugh.
Ouch, Sword Woman, very not cool. The flexes continue. When this man fought against a, miniature army of guys, they summoned this level 9 angel.
Oh, yeah, and he just goes, nah.
And of course, you have the bystander saying, "Oh my god, it's level 9 angel thing. What is anyone gonna ever do? It's so powerful." Ainz first lets the angel dude attack him so he can see the limits of his defenses, and he's like, "Wow, this is level 9 magic? Easy peasy."
Lame.
Puts him in the extra black hole, sucks away angel thing, and he's like, "Wow, that's pretty pathetic of you." Then they continue to cower in fear, they wet their pants, and of course he lets them escape so they can spread his name throughout.
Let people know how
Zoldyck.
dangerous he is.
Now
Yes.
wanted the lizard men to join his army, so what does he do? Flexes on them
beats
so
them.
hard, it's basically an offer they can't refuse. Because after engaging them in war, because the lizard men are proud warriors that are like, hell yeah, we're gonna fight for honor and shiz, and of course they get completely annihilated.
Mhm.
Like, Ainz
It's Ainz.
downs mid-tier servants. Ainz is like, okay, guys, so now that we wiped out a lot of you, we could bring them back to life, but we'll only do that on the condition.
Yeah,
that
if you
our
join
army."
us,
And they're like,
then cool.
You could bring the dead back to life. He's like, yeah, it's no problem, no biggie at all. And he keeps his word.
Yeah, he
Every time
does
a
it.
character is hyped up, or a force is considered a force to be reckoned with, Ainz goes out of his way to not only beat them, but to show exactly how irrelevant of a power they are. The only time Ainz sort of struggles in the series is when he's fighting his own servant who had like 1 million power
Oh,
ups
God,
at the
yeah.
time. Ainz will
Sheltered.
go one of the greatest flexers in
Greatest
anime,
of all
and he
time.
does so for the entirety of the series. Are you beginning to get the theme I'm covering here? Well, if you did get it, I'm proud. But if you didn't, I will let you know now with my 8th and final flexer for this video. Thus far, I've covered Saitama, you know, the guy that flexed
Yes.
on literally everyone for the entirety of the series. You got the Zoldyck family who flexed on everyone for the entirety of the
Mhm.
series. You got Vash, the guy who flexed on everyone for
Yes.
the majority of the series. Paru-sensei, whose entire plot is flexing on people, which he does for the entirety of the
Yes.
series. Tanya, who not only flexes on his or her, I'm not exactly sure, opponents, but also on God for the entirety of the series. Alucard, who does the same tenfold. You got Ainz, who flexes on the world and goes out of his way to do so for the entirety of the series. Yes, the theme for biggest flexes in Anime 10 is I'm talking about flexers that don't have one massive flex, 3 massive flexes. I'm talking about characters who flex on the entire world for the entire show.
So constantly.
And the final flexer I
Right.
want to be talking about is Shanks from One Piece.
Of course,
This
we have to have a
guy
One Piece
does not have a
discussion.
double, unlike every other emperor, every admiral, every really powerful force, to be honest. But not Shanks. He don't need no double proof. During the massive Marineford War that roped in Blackbeard and all of his attention, Whitebeard's entire force, the world government's entire force, the Marines' entire force, the 7 warlords of the sea, Luffy's crew, the prisoners from Impel Down. This was a massive world climax where everything was going down. Important people died in this war that I will not name for spoilery reasons. And
Good.
do you know how the war ended? Well, it ended with Shanks walking on to the island and saying, "Alright guys, the war's over. If not, you're gonna be fighting with me." And immediately, you know, the sworn enemies like the Whitebeard pirates, Blackbeard's crew, the Marines, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, nothing going on here. Nothing going on here." He ended the war by just looking at them. You have this
That's
dude
amazing.
with one arm, with no devils.
So if you're still fighting, you have to fight me. Okay, we're good. That's amazing.
Each other's throats died down in an instant. He ended the war with his presence alone. But that's not the end of this flex. In a world war like this, you can imagine someone like Kaido would definitely want to be on the scene. Right? Where was Kaido during this whole thing? Well, it was very clearly stated that Kaido was going to join the battle because that's kind of Kaido's favorite thing to do, but Shanks on the way stops him. Yes, Kaido is known as the King of the Beasts, the unkillable dude, the strongest freaking badass ever, and Shanks just says, "Yo, Kaido, please don't join this war or you'll have
And he
to
goes,
join
"Okay,
me." And
wow."
Kaido's like, "Oh, I didn't realize that, sir. Goodbye." And Kaido
That's boss.
Shanks flexed on the entire world during Marineford, but that's the basics of this guy's power. In an interview, Oda stated that he has the highest bounty of any pirate alive. That's
Oh.
Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard, but
Oh.
none of them compare to Shanks. During the Reverie arc, where all the world leaders came together to talk about ongoings in Zawardo, Shanks just moseys into the room of the most powerful guys around and says, "Hi guys, let's talk please," and no one has anything to say more than, "Okay, Shanks, we're all freaking ears." No one has a leash on
That's
this man,
boss.
but this man has a leash on the world. Thank you all
That's
so
class.
much for watching this video. 8 amazing flexers that flexed on the entire world for their entire runtime in the series. Thank you so much for 10 episodes of the biggest flexes in anime. One of my favorite series I've ever worked on.
It's
for
brilliant.
myself, but
It's so
also
good.
I get so many amazing comments from you guys. It makes it all worth it tenfold. Let me know in the comments future flexes you want to see. Definitely subscribe for future epic videos. And smash like, because 80,000 and we get the next one within a week. And I think you're gonna lose on Biggest Flexes 9, so you gotta lose 2 times in a row, huh? I definitely appreciate all of your time for watching this video. Links in the description to my Twitter, feel free to follow me there. To my Twitch, feel free to follow me there. To my Patreon, feel free to pledge there. It's extremely helpful. And to my merch, Sanity is overrated. I
That's
also
class
have some other
t-shirt,
cool
though.
designs. Feel free to pick some up. It's extremely helpful for the channel. Have yourselves a most wonderful evening, and remember to
Stay weird, fam. That was brilliant. That was so cool. I love me some Biggest Flexes in anime, and we've had 10 of them. They're incredible. They're all good. I can't wait for 11 next week. Click the link in the description. It'll take you to the original video. And leave a like on that video. Let's get those likes in, guys. I want more of these epic videos. Some cool flexes in that. Awesome. And thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. It's all you guys. Next time.